Hello my friends and get some booms and welcome to this video where I'm going to go through the Desert Open tournament that starts on Monday the 9th of July. Going to go through some of the things that are going to happen with the tournament, how the tournament structure works in the game of Golf Clash. If you want to find any guides for the holes that are going to be played, you can check out the playlist for the Desert Open tournament for rookie and pro and expert. So I think it's time to get started here. First and foremost, we need to have in mind that we are going to play the Oasis Hole, and I'm going to show you here directly in the help desk during under tournaments and then Desert Open tournament, and then we can scroll down and we're going to be able to see the holes here. I know the picture is very small here on the screen, but you can go through go in the app yourself and check it out. So you're going to be able to see that we're going to play 9 holes of the Oasis, and for those that have been playing the Oasis before knows that there was only 4 holes of the Oasis. So we have 5 new holes. Absolutely amazing. So hole number 2, hole number 6, 7, 8 and 9 is going to be new holes, and all of them are very tricky except for hole 8. I actually feel like hole 8 is going to be a kind of a way to relax a little bit while playing that one, but otherwise the other ones is going to be full of difficulties. Every hole has a lot of water, so be ready with your Spitfires for the bunker and maybe your scuba suit so you can dive for the balls. No, but still, all the holes are able to practice in the regular tour play. So you can practice, as you will be able to see. I will press play. On tour number 9, you will find all pro and expert division holes, and you will be able to find all the ones for rookie on tour number 4. So when it comes to the Desert Open tournament, there is nothing special with the tournament. It has 3 qualifying days, as you can see: Q1, Q2, Q3. So like qualify 1, qualify 2, qualify 3. So the qualify 1 starts on Monday, 9 AM Central European time. That's 3 AM Eastern Standard Time. And then you do play against 19 other players. So the bracket in total are 20 players. Top 50% of that bracket goes through to the opening round. And you pay 1 entry fee. You don't have to pay any more for 1 qualifier. But if you are not able to qualify during that day, you will get another try the day after. So on Tuesday starts the qualifier day number 2. And same type of structure, 20 people, and 10 of them go through to the next round. And then the last day, qualifier day number 3, 10 people go through and 20 people is in total of that bracket. If you are not able to qualify on any of those days, you will be out of the tournament and you will not be able to play anymore. So there are 3 rounds to play, as you can say. As you can see, qualifying round has 9 holes. We already went through that. How many people? The opening round has 18 holes, and the opening round has 100 people in there. So it's still top 50% that goes through from the qualifying round to the opening round. Then we come to the weekend round, has 18 holes as well, and there is 100 players in every weekend round. And when it comes to the opening round, if you do not be one of the top 50 players in that bracket, then you will go out. You will not be able to play anymore. You do not get a second chance. And same in the weekend round, but the twist with the weekend round is that every player that reaches the weekend round will be guaranteed a prize chest. Scoring is based on shots taken. The fewer shots you complete your matches in, the higher you will rank. So you can see here on the example, Tiffany has a -6 of the 9 holes, Seb has a -5 of the 9 holes, which means that Tiffany has a better score than Seb and will be on top of that bracket. So there are of course tiebreakers, because many players do wonder, okay Tommy, what happens when I have the same score as my opponent? Why am I second? Why am I first? Why am I third? Etc, etc. So, and that of course comes to the tiebreakers, and we're going to take all of them in the end. First, we're going to go through the prizes. You can win prizes of chests, coins and balls, and prizes are awarded, as I said before, to everyone that got into the weekend round bracket. We're going to start off with rookie. We do have an entry fee with 10,000 coins. Fee per game is 1,000, winnings per game is 2,000, and then you will be able to see here, of course, the top 3 chests are way better than all the other chests, and going to the first top chest there, then get a bunch of titans, a bunch of kingmakers, and a lot of cards. Going to definitely boost your account, and most of them all is going to be the coins that's going to boost a lot. So you can see here as well, we can scroll down, all the ones that is on top 100 is going to get a chest, even though the last chest maybe not the best one in the world, but still you get some kind of a prize chest. We get to pro, and then we multiply the entry fee a bit with 10 and get 100,000 in entry fee. Fee per game is 10,000, winnings per game is then 20,000. And as you can see here, we do have a lot of cards to be won, and a lot more balls, and we do have a lot more coins. Everything, of course, gets a lot more when it comes to everything. And of course, that is a chest that you do want to have. As you can see, the top 25 get some kingmakers, then some katanas, and of course a little bit worse there in the end. But you know, everyone gets a prize chest, and of course coming top 10 or maybe top 3 is going to definitely boost your account. Now we come up to Expert. Expert do have an entry fee of 1 million coins. Fee per game is 100,000. Winnings per game is 200,000. And here the price chest almost gets a bit ridiculous because it gets so good. So 200 Kingmakers, 100 Titans, 30 million coins, and all the cards that will be multiplied depending on the like weekly league division you are in. So it's going to be, as for me, I would be getting 1,000 blue cards. I would be getting 330 rare cards and 330 epic cards, which is going to of course be a lot. But everyone here gets of course a prize chest, and the higher up you place, the better price you will get. Masters is last but not least, but it's going to be an entry fee of 10 million coins. Fee per game is 1 million, winnings per game is 2 million. And Masters is the only division where you play from the 30, which of course makes everything a lot more trickier, and also with the win that it's going to be a lot more trickier. So as you can see here, we do have a lot of Kingmakers, 250 Kingmakers combined with 125 Berserkers for the first prize chest, and the first prize chest is ridiculously good. To get an Apocalypse drop from that prize chest, it can smash your Apocalypse up a couple of levels. So it's definitely a chest that is not just by the amount of stuff in the chest, but also the way of being able to show that Masters Gold is kind of cool actually. When it comes to what determines in which type of division you can play, it determines of the weekly league. So I'm going to show you here quick. If we check the weekly league here, I do play here on top, as you can see, I play in Masters 2. And if I play in any of the Masters division, I can play in Masters division, and I can play in everyone else below. So I can play in Expert division, I can play in Pro, I can play in Rookie if I want to. If I would be an Expert, I can only play in Expert, Pro, and Rookie. If I play in Pro, I can only play in Pro and Rookie. If I play in Rookie, I can only play in Rookie. So therefore, the higher up you play in the weekly league, the more divisions you can participate in. But you can only participate with your account in one division. So you can't participate with one account in all the divisions, even though you can opt in all the divisions. So you need to pick the bracket or the division that you do want to play in. But if you play as a rookie player or a pro player or an expert player, you can't go up and play Masters, for an example. So we're going to go and check the tiebreaker. So again, under the help desk, we're going to go to tournament, and then we're going to come to what happens if I have the same, what happens if I have the same score as someone else in my tournament. Then the following applies. Qualifying round, that has two rules. Number of completed tournament matches is the first one. So if I complete my 9 holes, that is in the qualifying round, and I do have my opponent that completes 8 holes, but we still have the same score, then I will be on top of that bracket. Rule number 2, number of impressive scores. We will compare birdies. We compare albatrosses, eagles, then birdies, then pars. And example, if we play 9 holes and we are both -9 of the 9 holes, then we check, did I have an albatross? No, I didn't. My opponent had an albatross, then my opponent will be on top of that bracket. Opening round, then we get 2 more rules. The first one is the qualifying round scores will be compared. So if I do have minus 20 in the opening round, my opponent has minus 20, but I have a minus 8 in the qualifying round and my opponent has minus 9, then my opponent will be on top of that bracket due to a better score in the qualifying round. Number of complete tournament matches is rule number 2. Rule number 3 is number of impressive scores in the opening round. And then rule number 4 is number of impressive scores in the qualifying round. And players that are still tied after these rules will share the position. So if you do have the exact same tiebreaker and the exact same score as your opponent, and you are number 51 in the bracket and your opponent is minus 50, then you will go through as well, as you will in the end share the same score as your opponent there. Weekend round, we do have 2 more rules here. First rule and the second rule is the ones that are most important and do decide the most of it. So the opening round scores will be compared, lower the better. So I have a minus 25 in the weekend round, my opponent has minus 25. Then I have a minus 20 in the opening round, my opponent has minus 21. Then my opponent will be on top of that bracket. Rule number 2, qualifying round scores will be compared. So if it is the same score in weekend and opening, and then I have a minus 9 in the qualifying round and my opponent has minus 10, then I will be second in that bracket and my opponent will be first. Rule 3, number of completed tournament matches. The more matches completed during the tournament, the better. Rule number 4, number of impressive scores. We will compare the number of albatrosses, eagles, and birdies, and par. And then rule 5, the same with number of impressive scores for opening round and then qualifying round in the end. Have in mind that number of impressive scores do not count in hole-in-one as impressive scores. Players that are still tied after these rules are still going to share the same prize chest. So if you get to the top, you have the same tiebreaker as your opponent, then you will share the first prize chest and get the same banner. So, my friends, this was a breakthrough and a walkthrough of the Desert Open tournament that starts the 9th of July. Again, you can practice all the holes on Tour 4 for Rookie Division and Tour 9 for Pro and Expert Division. If you do have any type of questions, please make a question in the comment section below. If you do want some extra help, you maybe want the text guys before everyone else, then check out patreon.com/golfclashtommy for more information. In the end here, I want to wish you the best of luck in the Desert Open tournament.